Hello. So I'm going to hope that people are going to kind of pop in here a little bit while we start talking. Like one of my biggest fears is actually that I'm going to go live and nobody's going to watch and nobody's going to watch the replay, and it's going to hurt my ego, my delicate little ego. Hello, Danielle. So when you come here, even if you don't speak, if you just sit there and listen to me speak, it still makes my day. So thank you. I love it when people come and talk travel with me. So I've recently realized, not recently actually, it's kind of been a long time coming, that the general population out there has no clue, hi Denise, how travel agents get paid. So the misconception is that there is no possible way that that by working with me, you're going to spend less money and I'm going to get paid. I agree with you. On paper, it sounds completely bogus, which is why I resisted becoming a travel agent for so long, because I thought, there's no money in that for me. It would take up all my time. I would make no money, because why on earth would anybody ever need a travel agent when they can do it themselves and pay less? Am I right? Am I right? I know, right? So then I became a travel agent and I figured out how it works. And I've done a really poor job of explaining it to you guys. So from my heart, I'm very sorry. Let's make it better now so that we can move forward and you guys can understand a little bit about how it works, okay? So in a nutshell, I want you to kind of think of what I do as a real estate agent for travel. Travel with Mandy Lou is my baby. It's my thing. I'm the sole owner. I do what I want when I want, boom. But I have a parent company over here called Cruise Brothers. They are one of the largest, oldest family-run travel companies out there. And think of them like my RE/MAX is to your real estate agent, which means they negotiate the big deals with the big boys, and then I sell it to you. I offer you sales in accordance with the contract that I have with them. But Travel with Mandy Lou is all me, but there is a larger body governing it. So these people, they make the contracts that decide how much I get paid. That's not up to me, and it's not up to you. I kind of just have to follow the rules that they set for me. So within that, just like a real estate agent, when you're buying a house, the seller pays them, not you. Just like that, as a travel agent, when I book something for you, you pay me nothing. That's right. I'm working for free for you guys all day, every day. You pay me nothing unless we have to book you something that's outside of those negotiated contracts, which is mystery travel and very, very small things. Like if you wanted to rent an RV to go coast to coast, that we're going to have to negotiate a payment for me outside of my travel agent networks, because it's really unique and random and rare. So there are cases where you will have to pay me, but people, that's like 1%. 99% of the time, when you're working with me, you are paying me nothing, not a dime. That's how you get the lowest price out there, or at least the same price, the same lowest price that we're able to find for you in the mega discount sites like Expedia, Priceline, Vacations to Go. I am always going to be able to at least meet their price, if not beat it, because those baseline prices are what the industry, so Carnival Cruise Lines, Norwegian Cruise Lines, Hyatt Resorts, those are set by the hotels and the cruise lines, okay? And then travel agents, we are able to offer you those rates, or we can add more onto it, or we can charge a booking fee. I refuse to charge a booking fee because I'm already going to get paid by the resorts. I don't need to get paid by you and the resorts. The whole mission here was that I wanted you to be able to travel for less, and I'm going to help you do it. I'm going to get paid, not by you, but by those big conglomerates that are charging way too much for travel anyway. So they pay me for your business. That's how I get paid, by them, not by you, okay? So how can they afford to do that? Two ways. First of all, they overcharge. Let's be honest, it does not cost $200 a night to sleep in a hotel room. That's not the cost that they're incurring. That is with their profit markup, okay? So they already have that built into them. So what they do for contracted agents is they're going to say, this is the price you can charge your client, $200 a night. And our contracted rate, let's just say for the hay of it, it's 10%. we will give you $20 of our profit margin for sending your client to us. That's how I get paid, by them out of a prearranged amount of commission. Does that make sense? The next question you're going to ask me is, well, Mandy, can't you just waive your commission because we're great friends? It is actually, the answer is no, and it's actually a really good thing that I can't, because I would. And then I would be working for free and my marriage would fall apart and I would go out of business. So these commission rates, they're built in there. Each one is unique, right, with each vendor. And they say, this is what you must charge your client per night, per cruise, per experience. This is what you must charge. And out of this must charge rate, we will give you this much. So no, I'm not getting rich doing this, not by a long shot. Certain vendors in there, however, will say to me, we will give you this much, and out of this much, you may give your clients a discount of this much. There's always going to be something in there that they have to give me that I am not allowed to give you. So to recap, because I see people are still joining, when you work with what I'm calling an ethical travel agent, you pay nothing in addition to what you're booking. You don't pay me. The hotel pays me. The cruise line pays me. Where it gets dicey are the people who don't pay me, which would be airlines. Airlines, ever since 9/11, I'm not allowed to make a commission off of them. So some travel agents will charge you a booking fee for air, and that's how they make money off of that. And in that case, you would not be saving money to book with a travel agent versus on your own. There is no such thing as a secret hidden fare. There just isn't. So you're going to make money. I'm going to make money by charging you a booking fee on the flights. I don't like booking fees. They're a pain in my neck. It's paperwork, not worth it. So what I do is I say, I will work for free. I will book your flight for free, so long as you're booking something else with it where there is a contractual obligation that I make money. So you book a cruise with me, I will help you with your flights for free because the cruise line's already paying me for your business. And frankly, I don't want the paperwork of a booking fee for a flight. However, if you come to me and you say, all I need is flights, I got a place to stay, I got all my activities, all I need from you, Mandy, is flights. Usually what I'll do for free is I'll do a quick search. I'll tell you this is what it is right now. This is kind of a good deal or a bad deal. If you wait, it'll probably get better. If you wait, it's probably going to go up. I'll always do that for free because information should be free. And my decades of experience traveling, I feel like that's kind of my moral responsibility to you guys. What I will not do for free is make and manage the flights for you because there's some liability there for me. And I'm not making any money on it. So not only would I be working for free in that instance, but I'd also be bearing some liability of your flight if something were to go wrong. And I'm just, again, it's too much of a headache for me to do it for free. You have to understand that. So that's the nutshell. I see everybody joining and I love to see you here. I know that you probably have questions. Feel free to, don't message them to me because I can't see that. But if you post them as a comment, I will see that and we will answer those, okay? So again, I'm sorry to repeat myself, but people keep coming in and coming out, and I really wanted to get this through to you guys. My clients don't pay me anything except for the very, very rare instance when we're booking outside of network stuff. Then there will be external fees. Examples are Airbnb, mystery travel, airline tickets without a hotel, cruise, or other event. Things like that I kind of have to charge a fee on. Other than that, though, I don't want the headache, I don't want the paperwork, and I just want you guys to love traveling. Now, let's talk about what I posted the other day, which I've been feeling like that needed to be posted for a long time, and I put it off because I don't want to scare people or intimidate them or hurt feelings, but it was time. It was time for me to say it. I know that quite a few people will have me track down the best fare out there for them on hotel or flights or a cruise and assume, because I never educated you otherwise, that you can go book that somewhere else, not pay me, and save even more money. That's not true. Here's why. When you do that, I find you the best cruise deal out there, and you're like, well, hey, Mandy's obviously going to charge me a fee at some point. I'm going to go over here to Expedia and book the same exact cruise for the same price she gave me, but hey, I don't have to pay her, so I'm saving money. Am I right? When you do that, there is a travel agent over there at Expedia, one who you will probably never speak with on the phone, one who will never help you with customer service. You'll never even know their name, but they're the one clocked in over there managing the clock, and the commission that the cruise ship pays now goes to them, not me. So no matter where you book, someone's getting paid. You know, is it me because I helped you actually find that cruise, or are you booking elsewhere and paying someone whose name and face you'll never know? Someone's getting paid. So when you use me to find the best deal and then you book it elsewhere, you're not saving money, you're just paying someone else for my work. And I have to find a way to kind of curtail that. I'm not sure what it is yet. I don't ever want people to feel like they can't ask me for a price or for help and then decide not to book, because that's not the case at all. Sometimes the numbers don't add up. Sometimes it's not in budget. Sometimes you change your mind. I get it. You're never required to book just because we spoke about something. But please do remember that when you know you're going to book, you just don't want to book with me. You're asking me to work for free, and it's hurting me and my family and my business. So some information is always going to be free. I'm always going to help you. But if you have me, you know, checking prices and doing your legwork and running all the errands for you when you know you're not going to be booking, that's really hurtful. So please don't do that. I work for free. You guys don't pay me. I don't charge booking fees. You don't have to pay my commission. I'm a rare bird as far as travel agent goes, and that I offer all those things for free. And that's because I do this out of the love for travel. I'm not trying to get rich. It'd be super cool if I could offset my own travel problem with the money I make doing this. I'm not getting rich, by the way. I do this because I want to show people that travel doesn't have to be prohibitively expensive. So I want to keep the cost down for you guys in every way that I can. And this is how I do it. So that's how I get paid. That's how you will not pay more to work with me. Quite often you'll pay less. Would it be helpful to know how that works? Maybe specifically as it relates to cruising, because yes, I love cruising, and yes, I take a lot of cruises, but cruising is not all that I do. Cruising offers me more ability and more opportunity to save you money because it's easier than hotels, for example. And why is that? That's because if you recall, yesterday I said, hey, where do you guys think you might like to go in 2021? I know it's only 2019 and like only 17 days into 2019. Why are we thinking about 2021, Mandy? That's because I can go ahead and find a sailing that looks like something we'd be interested in that's at a great rate. I can open up a group rate right now, lock in those prices, and then we're going to hold on to them for a while until you guys start to realize what life looks like. And by the time we're about a year out, the cruise lines have raised those rates now, right? Because more people are going to be booking. So of course they want to make more money per booking when more people are booking. But guess what? Your best buddy Mandy over here has been working for you on that cruise for a year already. So we have launch rates locked in from like 9 months earlier, a year earlier, and you're still going to get that great low introductory rate. That's how I can often come out to be much lower than retail or the mega discount site, because I'm working earlier and thinking about what's going to appeal to you guys and finding great routes and all of those sorts of things. Does that make sense? Nobody's really giving me feedback here, but I see you guys are still hanging out around here. I've got a couple Cruise Brother folks in here. My boss Shannon is here, and Joe, he's an executive over there at Cruise Brothers. Hi, Shannon. And I'm happy to have them here, because if I was lying, they would call me out on it. And I'm not. I promise I'm not. If there's anything that I'm ever going to do for you guys, it is be truthful. There has been maybe 1-2 times since I started doing this where somebody has come to me with a rate that I couldn't meet. Somebody beat me. It does not happen often, but it is going to happen. And I'm not going to lie to you. I don't make enough to lie to you, because if I lie to you and you catch me and I'm like, oh no, mine's the best, I swear, and you can catch me in that lie, you're never going to come to me again. But if I can say to you in the 1 out of 100 times, it is way cheaper for you to book over here, you're going to trust me. So then the 99 times that come after that, when I am the lowest price, I understand that you're going to give me your loyalty. And that matters more to me, because I'm going to make more off of you when you book again and again and again and again than I would have made on that one commission when I lied to you and said I was the lowest and I wasn't. I have to sleep at night. I need to be honest and have some integrity, and I'm never going to sell you something that I think you don't need. I'm never going to sell you something that's twice as expensive as your budget just to make sure I make more money. I understand a lot of people don't like to tell travel agents their budget either because they're like, oh God, she'll spend it all. I can spend up to $5,000, but I'd really rather spend $3,000. I need to know the upper end of your budget so that I can make sure I'm not sending you things that aren't within your budget. I don't want to send you things that you're going to fall in love with and then can't buy. I don't want to do that. Again, a happy client is a repeat client. And I want you all to be repeat clients because I want you to love travel as much as I do. So we've gone over how I make money, how I can save you money, some integrity stuff, all of that. I think that's kind of what I wanted to get across here. I think I was expecting some more feedback. Those are the only things I really plan to talk about. I do have to apologize. I'm in my bathroom right now because my house does not provide good lighting for this Facebook Live thing anywhere. So we're chilling in my bathroom with my new shower curtain. I just remodeled my bathroom. Well, remodel is a hard word. I redecorated. I got a wild hair and did it. So yeah, I see Sarah is here. I took Sarah and how many ladies did we take? 13 ladies to Spain and Paris last February, just about a year ago. And we did that. What was our total out of pocket, Sarah? Do you remember? We did that group for, I don't know, it was under $1,000. I want to say it was under $600 with flights and lodging for a 10-day trip. So the deals are out there. And when you hire a good, ethical, experienced travel agent, you're getting someone who has firsthand lived this life, who knows how to find the deals, who knows the best time of year to go, whatever destination you're wanting to go to. You're finding someone who's lived it. They have experience. When you go to Costco, when you go to Priceline, when you go to Expedia, you're getting a minimum wage employee who, if you ask them, most of them have never been on a cruise and never left the country. You're ordering off a menu. You're telling them what you want. They're typing it into their keyboard and you're giving them your credit card information. They made commission easy peasy. They're out the door. You will never hear from them again. If you have an issue that comes up, good luck getting it resolved. When you work with a travel agent, you're having firsthand experience. I can say to you, I love Spain, and you really want to be staying in Las Ramblas as opposed to way out of town. Even if it's $20 a night more, you don't want the lowest price. This is a great neighborhood because I've been there. It's safe. There's a great bar on the corner. I got into this, like, I wanted to keep this under 30 minutes. Can I tell you a fun story? Does everyone here know how I became a travel agent? Anyone? So, you know, I cruise a lot. I travel a lot. I go around the world. It's my passion. So last February, not even a year ago yet, literally, I got home from Spain and Paris. I was home for 7 days and I went to Mexico. And I took my family to Mexico. It was a 7-day cruise. We go every February. But this year we're not, actually. Anyway, we usually go every February. And I don't know who loved that, but it's probably someone who knows this story because it's kind of funny. Oh, yes, we'll talk about wave season, Shannon. First, let me tell you how I got into this because I'm talking about experience. I ran into somebody on a cruise ship who was having the time of his life. He'd had way too many cocktails all day, every day, and he heard how much I travel and how much I cruise. And he said, oh, so you're a travel agent, right? And I was like, no. And he told me about this company, the one that I ultimately joined and work with now, and how I would be a perfect fit for it. And I remember looking at this guy who had had too many cocktails by 9 a.m. and thinking, if he can do it, I can do it. So I came home and the rest is history. So I have been traveling the world on a shoestring budget for decades, but I'm only selling it to you on a shoestring budget for under a year. My first booking was last March, so I'm not even close to a year yet. So that's how I did this. It wasn't because I sought it out. It was my experience that basically got me a job. It knocked on my door. Okay, so really quickly, yeah, I love all those emotions coming this way. That is exactly how it happened. It's just because I had the experience. I was a good fit for it, and I love travel. So anyway, my boss mentioned over there in the comments, wave season. Somebody the other day asked me if that means, oh, it's like when all the cruise ships have sales. Get it? Waves? That's not exactly what it means, okay? Yes, all of the cruise ship companies have great sales right now, and if you've ever considered cruising, we should absolutely be talking about it right now. Wave season is January to March, and that does not mean that you have to cruise January to March. It just means that's when we want to make your booking. The booking can be for 6 months from now, 18 months from now, 2 years from now, however far out you want to go, but booking that sailing January to March is always going to be. So I'm super slammed busy right now because everybody's realizing this. And yes, this did start as a cruise line thing many, many years ago, and it improved their bookings for the year so greatly that airlines and hotels caught on to what was happening, and now it's kind of turned into industry-wide sales January through March. So additionally, if you're wanting to do land travel, I just sent people to Disney's Aulani in Hawaii for like budget in prices, basically. They're spending a week at a Disney resort in Hawaii for less than I've sent people to terrestrial resorts in the contiguous United States for. They're getting a crazy deal. So if you've been considering in the coming year at all, you really want to be emailing me right now, because right now is going to be some of the best rates and deals and promotions you'll see all year. That doesn't mean don't talk to me later. That just means if you know you want to go somewhere now is a great time to start planning, even if we're several months in advance. So that's wave season. It is to travel agents as tax season is to accountants. I've been pulling 14-hour days. My family misses me. But it's great, and it's great. I'm doing lots of price quotes. Some book, some don't, and that's okay too. What else do I want to tell you about wave season? That's probably about it. Honestly, it's a good time to be talking to me about those things. Flights, planning in advance. The flight schedules are up through mostly October, November. A few lines have their schedules up for early December. I'm booking a flight for December this afternoon. And that flight for December is to go back to Florida and to go on my boss Shannon Hawkins Agent Appreciation Cruise. It's the one that I just got off last month. I have never sailed the Caribbean before out of 30-some cruises in December. And this was my first time going in December, and it was really perfect. It was really amazing. It was like that perfect summer day, like 85 degrees, full sunshine, but not too hot. No tourists. They're either like getting ready for Christmas or planning to sail on Christmas. So the boat was not overcrowded. The ports were not overcrowded. The weather was perfect. I'm very excited to be going on that cruise again next December with Shannon. And I'm very excited to be helping her with some of her onboard activities. The cruise is not just for travel agents, it's for travel agents and our friends and family, which means since you are my friends and my family, you will get great rates. And this just in, my family is going to come with me this time because I felt like December was the perfect time to be in the Caribbean. So if you're interested in joining me a year from now, essentially, December 7th through 14, I will be in the Caribbean on a ship, and cruising with an escorted cruise always offers you the most value. You have a travel agent on board with you to iron over anything that comes up, any issues that you have. You're going to get great rates. You're going to get better rates on excursions off the boat. There's going to be free onboard events like bar crawls and parties and socials and meet and greets. So anytime you're working with a travel agent who doesn't travel, run like hell, because you don't want to, you don't want to buy a TV from someone who's never watched TV. You really don't want to book travel from someone who's never traveled. You just don't. So anytime you have an agent who's never traveled and isn't actively traveling, run. They don't know. I mean, unless, they have a reason. But so I travel a lot, and I'm thankful for the grace that you guys have with me for that, because there are times when you get auto replies from my emails because I'm out traveling, making connections and learning about destinations so that I can better serve you guys. But on top of that, find a travel agent who travels, and then find a travel agent who does hosted tours, hosted cruises, because they're going to be right there with you. So it's like taking a customer service rep with you. They do all the heavy lifting, and you just have a great vacation. So yeah, escorted cruises in 2019. My big one is Alaska in August. And then I will be on one in November with Cruise Brothers again. And then I will be one on December, which is Shannon's cruise. So those are going to be your best value and your best experience as an escorted cruise. In 2020, I'm taking a group around the Caribbean over spring break in April. I have space in all of these groups if anything sounds appealing to you. And for 2021, it looks like we're looking at doing Greek Isles. So that's what's coming up. And if you're local to Seattle, I do 2 hosted 1 or 2 night cruises out of Seattle up to Vancouver. Those are a lot of fun. The next one of those is May 10th. Got about 24 ladies going on that one. We did it hostel style, which means you're going to have roommates you may have never met, but everyone gets their own bed, and it's everybody that I know and trust. going to be a lot of fun. If it goes very well, I'm hoping to do more hostel style cruising in the future because that got the price really low. They're going on that cruise for $89 a woman. Amazing. So that's all I have for you. My boss is flattering me over there saying I'm one of the best travel agents out there. I don't know about that. I haven't even been doing this a full year yet. I still have a lot to learn, but I do have a lot of real world experience and I'm happy to share that with you guys. Drop me an email. I'm always here. Who's crying? Who's crying over there? Thank you guys for being here. If no one has any other questions, we are at 25 minutes. I wanted to keep it to a half hour or less. So anybody? Nobody? Oh, I wish I had brought it up here. I just got the coolest sash to wear on the cruises so you guys can find me in a crowd more easily, and it just arrived yesterday. Maybe I'll take a selfie later and post it up. It's all the way downstairs. I'd have to run and get it. But how cool is this? Got an official shirt. Oh, you can't see it. We've got the logo up front, and on the back, my logo. If you couldn't see it, it says More Go Lusto. And guys, that's really what this is all about. I want you to go more often and spend less money doing it. That way you do it more often. I want you to love travel as much as me, and I'd love to be a part of your travel planning needs. I've never met a budget so small I couldn't work with it, so there's nothing to be ashamed of in that way. I've had budgets ranging from $700 to $25,000, and that's just in my first 9 to 10 months of work. There's nothing that you're going to throw at me that I haven't seen before, probably. And if there is, that's where the backing of my agency comes into play. They've been around for 40 years and they have been selling travel for 40 years. So if you stump me, I've got about 20,000 other agents that I can call on who probably have done what you want. And I will be able to help with what you want. I've had all kinds of requests. I don't want to share some of them because I promise to respect privacy of folks, but there have been all kinds of things. Honeymoons, baby moons, divorce anniversaries, people who got divorced and like to celebrate. Birthdays are common. I had a guy tell me I want to go on a cruise with young 20-somethings and try to marry one of them, so I sent him on that. Just don't feel intimidated. The whole reason I'm here is to help you and to show you how wonderful travel can be and how accessible it really is to everyone. So I'm gonna get out of here. Remember, you pay me nothing. I let everyone else pay me. And if you're working with a travel agent who is not doing that, I'm free. If you're all about money saving, I'll save you money. I hope I've answered your questions. If I haven't, feel free to shoot me a line. I'm always available. I get about 100 messages a day right now, so email is always best. travelwithmandylou@gmail.com, because I am always so scared that I'm going to lose a Facebook message in there. Shoot me a message. Let's talk. Let's talk. And let me help for free. Bye, guys.